we're waiting.
We are here. And listen,
And Rocco says, woo.
Woo-wee! All right, so guys, I have to apologize ahead of time. This is going to be a really chaotic live. So,
Stop.
this is Molly Jane. Molly Jane arrived here yesterday morning at about 9 o'clock. And, you know, we haven't rested since. Molly Jane has severe, like, separation anxiety. So we haven't slept. And the other four dogs are just completely insane. They're all happy. I mean, there's no, like, you know, there's like, you know, right, that sort of thing. But it's like everybody's crazy. So, Kathy,
there's
Bananas,
only 9 people on right now.
There's 9 people?
Yeah, you're not really telling anybody except the 9 people.
But they'll watch this afterwards.
All right. Evening interdimensional lizard.
Yes, maybe that's what you are.
Frank
Interdimensional lizard?
Paul. I
Um,
don't know how to say your last name. Dripping Glass, Barracuda, Robert Murphy, Nick Bruni, Boomer, Ford LTD, Mitten Main Muscle, Fubar,
Fubar!
Torino Elite says puppy, yes.
Fubar, I got you a puppy.
Stang Lincoln, Hanson's Universe says greetings from northern Norway. That must be beautiful.
Northern Norway?
Yeah.
It must be. It's
Yeah.
cold. It's got to be freaking cold.
Another puppy, yes, Paul. Yes.
Yes, another puppy.
Hello, Mexican Spec.
Mexican Spec, I got you a puppy.
Wayne Buzzle.
So,
Limenstein or Limenstein. Happy Puppy Day, yeah.
so like I said, I'm apologizing to you guys in advance because this is going to be a really weird live, and there's probably going to be a lot of like background noise and chaos and running around. We probably won't stay the usual 2 hours tonight. Kathy Bananas and I are both completely sleep deprived because this one she's a terrorist.
We didn't
She's
know
an
we were
absolute
getting
terrorist.
her yesterday.
Yeah, it was a surprise call in the morning. And,
Yeah, we were supposed to get her on the 2nd.
And here
We
she
had
is.
storms coming in, so we had to go pick her up. Oh yeah, nice addition. Thanks, New City Carpet. Wayne Buzzle says, oh, what a cutie.
You have no idea. She's adorable. But she's insane. I mean, she's a border collie, right? So it starts at like 8 weeks, and then there you go.
Nick
Nuts
Green
for that
says,
one
wow,
for
she's beautiful. Flint Mittens says she's a terrorist. She is. Sting Lincoln says she's a cutie. She's been non-stop, actually.
Oh, wait, I have the thing for her. Wait.
Winnie slept all night. She has not slept at all. So, what are you getting?
Ta-da!
Oh, you got her.
There you go.
You just gonna hold her the whole time?
No, I'm going to put her down right here.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys can see her or not.
Part of her. Not her head.
Not her head. Oh, look how nice that is.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful
nice.
torso.
Yeah, good torso. She's got good bones. The white stripe on her head makes her look like a badger, yes. Adam Herbert says absolutely adorable.
Yeah, badger / skunk.
Skunk. Winnie looked like
Actually, I got to take this collar off of her because it gets caught up in her mouth when she. There you go.
Yeah, we didn't get her the right collar either because
We weren't expecting to pick her up
she was
yesterday.
supposed to come yesterday. You can see all of her? Okay, good. I can't see it on my
Oh.
Don't fall off the table.
Yeah, gotta be.
Now we need to buy a farm. Yeah, tell Tony.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Burned Up Rod says, what's up, Tony? Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Dog is up. Puppy is up. And Kathy Bananas and I are both up also. This is terrible. I haven't really slept.
Oh my goodness. Hi there, Molly. Her name is Molly Jane.
Molly Jane.
Molly Jane. Farm has a lot of room to park cars, Mexican Spec says. This is true.
I'm thinking less cars, more dogs, but that's just me.
Cars are actually easier than dogs.
Cars are much easier than dogs.
They don't give you the same kind of grief. Let's see. Phil Buckley says, I grew up around those border collies in North England and first dog that bit me. I'm sorry, Phil.
She's biting me right now.
She's biting you.
Yes, go ahead, bite. Go ahead.
Yeah, border collies in Northern England. Maybe that's where we should go, Tony. Just take all of the border
It's
collies
cold.
with us.
No, Northern England,
Oh,
Northern
Jesus.
Norway. It's all that's freaking frigid.
I
No,
like
I go the other way.
All right.
I want to go live on the sun.
No, ew. Okay, but you can't drive a dog for the stock no, that's two different ones. See, I'm too tired. I'm reading two different comments at once. What does it say? Wait a minute.
No,
Let's
wait,
go
don't
back.
say that because I have 5 of them, and I can loop, leash them all
Can't drive
together
a dog
and have
to
them
the
pull
store
me
for
on a
milk.
skateboard or something. So yes,
She's drinking my water. All right. Go ahead, have my water.
that would be a good project.
What's that?
We harness all the dogs together
No.
and have them pull me down a drag strip.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
They could.
I know somebody who has dogs though that will do that. No, you cannot chew that. That's what I make mugs with. Stop. All right. You got a super chat from Purple Ninja.
Thank you, Purple Ninja.
22 and just got my first engine to light off tonight. TB, she's on top of me. Tony, can you take the coffee?
You're on top of the world, aren't you?
Okay.
Hang on.
Hang on.
Okay.
Sorry.
Pass the puppy. Okay.
All right. 22 and just got my first engine to light off tonight. TBI SBC for my 94 Cheyenne. Wouldn't be here without your videos. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.
That's all.
Always gratifying to know that we help somebody like that.
That's awesome. Name the dog Jimmy Carter. No, she's a girl. He died today. I don't know if you know he passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy's
Passed
dead.
away. Tony Young. Yes, Joe K.
Okay, I'm gonna put her on the floor.
I
Let her
hope
do
she
her
doesn't-
thing. Oh, I gotta find her
Go.
little bone. Where did it go? Oh shit.
All right, just leave it.
These things just disappear into like the ether.
You're on live, Tony.
Yeah.
Tony, you're on
I know. I'm trying to find the puppy's thing. Everybody who's watching the live understands puppy problems. All right, it's gone. All right. Where were we?
Green Bean sent you super chat.
Thank you, Green Bean.
My daily driver Ford Ranger has a random misfire at low cruising speed, not under load and not at idle. My first thought was throttle position sensor.
Wait, read that one more time.
My daily driver Ford Ranger. Watch, there's a lot of wires over there, Tony. with the
She's
computer.
not going anywhere.
Okay.
She's not.
My daily driver Ford Ranger has a random misfire at low cruising speed, not under load and not at idle. My first thought was throttle position sensor.
Possibly. Unplug it and run the car and see if it goes away. Because, oh shit. All right. Yeah, push her over. Okay, the dog is pooping. Yes, she made the toilet. All right. Kathy Bananas. Go Kathy Bananas. That was awesome. Guys, you had to see this, okay? So the puppy started a squat, okay? And she was on the rug. So Kathy Bananas got her over the wood and then realizing there was just a little bit of poo sticking out of there, made a beeline right to the deal and held her over the toilet. There's a bathroom behind us. Go Kathy Bananas.
She has to go out. I gotta take her out.
You can't leave me alone. No, I'll take her out. You look, just let her poop. I will clean it up.
No.
I will clean it up.
No, that's not the point. She can't. Just
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This is just the way it is, okay?
She's gotta be taken out.
All right.
Give me her time.
Well, then we're all going out with...
I can't. I'll lose the string. Let it happen. No, I'm not letting it happen. No. No.
There is sometimes you just have
Give
to
me
let
the
it go.
collar. No, she has to be trained. Give me the collar.
But you don't understand. We're live.
I know. I understand perfectly well. Can you just come up with a story?
No, I don't have any stories. My head is full of dog pooping, and now you're going away.
Laugh out loud. The live comes first.
I hope you guys are enjoying our last Sunday Live. It's been a great run.
I can't.
It's been 6 years.
This dog is screaming in my arms.
Just put her down, and I will clean the frickin' poop.
That's not the point.
But it'll be one exception. What happened? I thought you made it to the toilet.
The toilet?
Yeah, you had her scooped up and you ran towards the toilet.
I did.
And it didn't work?
She only went a little bit. She probably has more to go.
Did you squeeze her?
Oh my
Wait,
goodness.
let me open that door so we get light in here again. Okay.
Okay. It's like a toothpaste tube. No, it's not. It's like a crazy puppy. Okay. Alright. Weary Bunny says Uncle Tony.
He is.
Togi Daycare is the bomb. You would love it. Robert Ray says.
It's a bit much. I'm telling you. Right now it's a bit much. Yeah, I got one of them. I don't even know which one it is trying to get in here right now.
That's Maggie.
That's Maggie?
Yeah,
Okay.
she does that. Get away from the wires. Get away from the wires.
Oh, jeez. Oh. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, Kathy, do I need to ship the shirt back to you to get it washed and then returned to me? Is that part of the purchase deal? What? Why do I have to wash your shirt?
Of course. Any shirt, that's an unwritten
No, I'm
warranty.
not washing anybody's shirt.
Any shirt of ours that you buy from the store that gets dirty, yes, of course.
No.
Return it, we wash it, and send it back to you.
I don't think so. No.
Let's see, the other guy's topped that one.
Okay, can you just...
Can I just what? I'm doing everything I can.
Showcase is excellent. Oh my goodness. Bill Mize sent you super chat.
Thank you. I don't deserve it. Thank
No,
you.
you really don't. Okay, just found your channel thanks to Jamie. It's at Doug's Garage. I'm a close neighbor of yours in Knoxville. Love the channel.
Ah, cool.
That's all. That's awesome.
I got a friend in Knoxville, Troy Ray. I don't know if you know him. What? What did he do?
Troy Ray. Yeah.
Yes.
Just because he was in Knoxville doesn't mean that's Troy.
Well, I figured, how many people could be in Knoxville? They probably know each other.
Where is she?
She's in the bathroom.
She's in the bathroom.
Yeah.
No. You know where she is? She's in the storage closet.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
I'm sorry, guys. This is just unexpected chaos. Are you all right? What's going on in there? Did you lose her among the stored items?
Yes. Yes. I lost her among the stored items. Please take it off.
Oh, now she's my dog.
Wait. Go back.
Okay, come here.
Go back.
Come on. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Send Kathy on vacation, please. She needs time off.
You guys
Yes, I
have
do.
no idea how much of a handful this one is. She's very good natured. She's very sweet. She's very affectionate. She follows you around.
Gosh.
She kisses. Oh, she's just awesome. But man, she just doesn't stop. Ever. Do you? I know.
Fitz Triple Z says, was a pleasure meeting you when I picked up that 74 Duster, Tony.
Oh, yeah. Hey, how'd you make out with that car?
Awesome. I don't know. Let's see, Wayne Buzzle. Uncle Tony, please tell us a drag racing story.
Not now.
Not now.
I can't think of any drag racing stories.
You have 5 dogs. Please explain.
I'm a manic extremist. Like,
That's not the reason why.
I can't do anything like,
That's not
regular.
the reason why.
Then why?
The reason why is that we have Darla. She's like 15. So she's really up there.
Wow.
And then we have Lily and Maggie, and they're like 7 and 8. Don't let her fall.
She's not gonna fall.
And then we have Winnie, who's like just turned a year and a half. So Winnie, because she's a year and a half, I was looking at the future. She needs to have somebody that's going to be with her for, the long haul.
Well, it's not just that. Winnie is a border collie.
And
The other
she's a
three.
border collie. She needs someone to run with. So that's why
Right.
we got another border collie. Really for Winnie.
You can't have one border collie. If you have one border collie, like you're forever in demand, right? It's like throw me this, do that, chase me here. It never ever stops. So you almost need a second border collie to keep the first border collie, just so you can have a life. So we got a second border collie, and there she is.
They're both going to be bothering us while we're working.
I think we'll be all right.
No, we won't be all right. Too late for
Well,
all right.
that's when the third border collie comes.
Oh, no. This is plenty. This is plenty.
And they are sisters. They have the same father.
Yeah, they're half sisters. Winnie 2.0, yeah. Winnie's getting used to her.
Yes.
Getting used to her. All the dogs are getting used to her. We keep them separated. You need to have 6 kids if you have a border collie. Probably.
No lie. If you guys, if you've never had a border collie, because I never had a border collie before this. If you've never had a border collie, you can't explain. There's no words to describe what these dogs are like. I love them. They're awesome in every way, but man, demanding, like constant. They need constant stimulation. It never stops, ever.
Olive says, "Oh, new doggy. Did I miss a name?"
Molly Jane. You have to give them a second name, because if you don't, then the club gives them a number.
No, not club. The AKC.
It's a club.
Well,
Yeah.
that's not the MOTC.
It's a club, right? So like when they run in competition, if they don't have a second name, it's their first name and then a number. And
For their papers. No, it's their papers.
Yeah, their papers.
Yeah.
So rather than have it be like, Winnie 1, 2, 3, 4, it's Winnie Lynn, and instead of Molly, 5, 6, 7, 8, it's Molly Jane.
It was Winnie 6, and I made them change.
Yeah, and Winnie 6. I freaked out by it. Nobody's gonna number my dog. I'm not gonna have. This will not stand.
Need some cattle, Tony.
Sheep. We need sheep.
Oh, they do cattle too.
Cattle, whatever. It's.
Cattle would make.
Yeah, but I would eat the cattle.
Cattle are hard.
Barbecue. I'd be dead in 3 weeks.
Yeah, we don't want that. Are some numbers more prestigious than others? No, it's because it just means that there's multiple dogs named Winnie.
Right.
So she was the number 6 one named Winnie. So you have to come up with a name that no other dog has that same name.
Right. Oh, she's sleeping.
No, she doesn't have a number. It's Winnie Lynn.
Yeah, Winnie Lynn.
She has a number.
She had a number, and I didn't like that.
It, yeah,
so we
I
changed it.
it. And the AKC was very nice, and they added a name. Let's see. Hey, you guys.
Hey.
Chris Greenaway. Let's see. Tony needs a Cuban cigar.
No.
Oh, okay. Chisky Wood Creations. Question.
Yes.
I have a 49 cubic inch stroke 33.
Okay.
With 36 degrees mechanical timing, it runs great.
Okay.
Vacuum takes it to 54 degrees total, and at cruising speed, it misses.
Yes.
So I am running it with the vacuum unhooked.
Yeah, you've got to. So, if you've got one of two choices. Either you get a distributor that has an adjustable vacuum advance, right? So, or you can actually buy an adjustable vacuum advance canister for your distributor. Just look that up, or run it with the vacuum line off. Because generally speaking, for a real performance build, like so in other words, like you talk about an acceleration car, right? You don't really worry about that extra tiny bit of fuel economy on the highway. So generally speaking, anytime I build something for performance, real performance, I never hook up the vacuum advance. It's just whatever it is, it max, 36 degrees, it's gonna be 36 degrees. So yeah, either install an adjustable vacuum advance canister, vacuum advance distributor, or just leave it off. Oh, the guy that was asking the question about the Ranger. I'm sorry, because that's when all hell broke loose. And he had a miss on the highway, right? Park throttle miss. And that's what you got. You've got too much advance. So in your case, the computer is putting that advance in based on signals that it's getting from the throttle position sensor. So yeah, I can't tell you exactly why you've got the too much advance. And it was like what mechanism is at work? because it's not nearly as simple as a distributor, but I can tell you that somewhere in that system is something that's giving it too much timing, too much what would be the vacuum advance on a conventional distributor.
Travis Moore says, what if you put a moped carb on each cylinder of a car?
Well, I mean, what would happen? A moped carburetor? It'd have to be a very tiny engine for the runoff of it.
D. Kellogg says, hey Tony.
Hi.
Just giving you an update. Big fan.
Thank you.
Have been 25, quit smoking, bought my first new car. I'm happy, but I'm going to get my girl a nice old school I can work on and make neat.
Excellent. What kind of old school are you looking for her?
I don't know.
Well, he'll answer.
Yeah. Flitz Triple Z says, Tony, what do you think that Duster is worth running and driving? I did all the brakes and radiator, and she runs and drives good.
Does that car run and drive like brand new? Okay, when you picked that thing up and I told you, it hits the road like brand new, right? Was I exaggerating? What's it worth? I don't know. I mean, I sold it to you for, I don't even know what I sold it to you for, but it was like, I gave it to you for a non-running price because it was sitting in the backyard. I don't know, man. It's whatever the traffic will bear.
Let's see. Will you guys be live for the new year?
Yes.
Oh, is that Sunday? Is that on Sunday?
Wednesday.
Oh, with Dr. Art?
Yeah, Wednesday is New Year's night.
Oh, okay, so I'm not going to be there.
You don't have to be.
No,
I mean,
because I have to adult.
I could do it here.
Daytime. You could do it here.
Yeah.
That'd probably be best. And then we're going to watch the puppy.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I gotta get to the shop and shoot a friggin' video.
I know.
I have literally the dumbest video I've ever done in the 6 years of doing this channel. 6.5 years. 6.5 years. Wow, we're creeping up on 7 years. I've literally got the dumbest video I've ever done. I've ever attempted.
The dumbest?
The dumbest.
Oh, I'll be happy about that.
By like a magnitude of. Well, people kept so. Last couple of lives, we were talking about some of the old goof videos that we used to do. We had fun with this stuff.
Don't give it away.
I'm not gonna say what it is. But we stopped having fun with videos, so I decided to have some fun with a video.
Okay. That's fine. Thomas Person. Can I send you pics of my car somewhere? It has a great story. 41,000 original miles, 40 years in a garage in Sweden.
In Sweden?
Oh.
That's Uncle Tony's Garage at gmail.com. And just put Swedish car in there in the subject line.
Let's see. Green Bean sent you a super chat.
Thank you, Green Bean.
Any opinions on why cars with four-wheel steering haven't taken off? Surely the technology is capable, and I would argue the need is also there.
Why do you say the need is there? I mean, I could see obviously there are handling advantages to four-wheel steering, but in what practical use is that level of performance necessary? Like the complication of the system in general, both from a design and from a cost standpoint, because you got to pay for this. Where is it actually usable? You know what I mean? Like horsepower is always usable. You know, you can always, even if you're like the ultimate Dudley do-right, okay, you can still enjoy excessive power on an on-ramp, let's just say, okay? So horsepower can be sold to the public and the public will use it, right? It makes sense. But four-wheel steering is something that is not usable in a normal situation. Like there's no advantage of it in a normal situation. There have been lots of cars that had rear steer over the years, but it's not a popular enough option. It's not in demand enough. Even in countries where handling is like super important, like in like Germany and stuff like that, it's just not that much of an edge.
Okay. Let's see. Barry Curtis says there was that breakdancing video.
Well, that was a short.
Ron Armstrong says, when will we see the cinematic masterpiece?
If I can do it tomorrow, we'll have it up tomorrow night, tomorrow afternoon. But I say if because the dogs.
Morgo says yes, bring back the fun.
It's first. I'll tell you right now, I'm going to lose a lot of subscribers with this one. No question. People are like, unsubscribe. And it's not going to get any views.
Well, then why did you do it?
Just because I got it in my head and I have to get it
views
out.
and we lose subscribers. Sounds like a plan, Tony. Good job. Okay. They're going to be looking for it. Okay. George Nennick sent you super chat.
Thank you, George.
Finally got my 505-inch big block running in my W200.
Nice.
Runs decent, but it has a lean stumble / cuts out when going from cruise to half or more throttle. Edelbrock AVS2 800 CFM.
Okay. Now I'm assuming that there aren't any clogs in the low-speed passages, so you are getting response when you turn the idle mixture screws, correct? So if everything is right there, okay, no, so you don't have any internal clogging, and indicative, like not getting a reaction out of the idle mixture screws would be indicative of an internal clog, okay? So assuming that you're getting good adjustment out of the mixture screws, it means that it's going to be in the drop rods. So a few different things are possible with that. Okay, let me explain. So I've done so many videos on this system. So on the AFB AVS Edelbrock carburetor, okay, you've got metering rods, and the metering rods are controlled by vacuum, right? There's a piston that when you open the throttle, vacuum falls off, and the metering rods are pushed up by springs. So what's happening if you've got a lean spot is that those metering rods either aren't coming up, right, which means that you don't have enough spring pressure, okay, a heavier spring. So if you're gonna have, I can't describe the whole process. Just look it up, okay, to get to the metering rods and the pistons. So you open a throttle, the springs, the vacuum falls off, and the springs push the metering rods up. So either your metering rods are too thick, which means that you've got too lean a mixture, so you would want to put a thinner metering rod in there, or the springs aren't strong enough to push up on the, and also you could have a stuck piston, right? But your problem is going to be in the metering rods. Your issue is going to be in the metering rod system.
Scale Modeling says, yeah, careful, Tony, you remember how angry they were over the lawnmower.
Oh, I forgot about that. What do you want?
A drink.
That's the last of my water.
She drank my water.
Who drank your water?
Molly.
It's a puppy. What are you worried about?
Worms. Worried about worms.
She kisses you. She gets his spit all over your freaking mouth. You're worried about a couple of drops. Well, I'll drink the water.
Okay.
Molly is asleep at my feet
Good.
over here.
Don't wake her up. Don't wake her up. But she has to sleep tonight, so maybe wake her up.
Yeah,
don't wake her up. We have to do this. They're talking to each other. Moment of silence for Jimmy Carter. Do you want to do a moment of silence for Jimmy Carter?
You have a moment of silence while I take care of the dog.
No. What are you doing? Don't wake her up. Don't wake her up. Don't wake her up. We have to do this.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so
R.I.P. Jimmy.
UTG, did you take some time off for holiday?
We pretty much ignored the holidays this year. It was like we needed time off. We needed a holiday off. So we did, and it was just easy going.
Well, the fire says, new puppy, hope you don't own rugs. No, she's actually pretty trained well.
Okay, what I'm finding with border collies is that they're born trained.
Yeah.
It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
She's been going outside. She's had one accident, and that was my fault because I didn't take her out.
She's 8 weeks old today, and
no, 6.
Six. She's 6 weeks old.
On the 30th. Yeah. She's
Oh
not
my God,
6
I thought
weeks
she was
old
8.
yet. No.
Oh, look at this. So yeah,
She's
so
a baby.
yeah, so she's 6 weeks old, and you put her on a leash, you bring her outside,
Yeah,
and she
she goes.
pees in that. Yeah.
Yep.
I thought she was 8 weeks.
No, she's 6 weeks.
Oh.
Not even 6 weeks. Yeah. Let's see. We should all have access to Jimmy Carter's health care. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose. Any comments on electric challengers and charges?
I did that whole video. Go back and watch the last video we did, which was like a long time ago now. I haven't done a video in like 5 days. This is like a long time.
It's been 5 days.
And then YouTube punishes you when you do that.
What?
So YouTube punishes you when you take some time off.
UTG, not many videos lately.
Yes,
What's
I
the
know.
holidays? Guys? Let's see. Free Billy Beer and peanuts. Yes, Nancy.
Billy Carter, man, I forgot about him. Yeah, Billy Beer.
Or Dylan says, I consider my doggies my babies. Yeah. Let's see. Electric challengers and chargers in name only. Sad.
Yeah, I am going to do a video on rating the Chargers, ranking the Chargers. So I'm going to go to this, 66 through the modern one, and just give my perspective on each. See if you guys agree with it or not.
Okay, I got 2 long things.
Yes, let's have them.
Okay, hang on, Adventure. 1 second. George Nemec says, thank you, UTG and others. I will try a richer rod/jet combo in about 30 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, but listen to me, right? Listen, very careful. Before you even do that, before you try to change the jets, all right? So listen. All right, you got the 2 covers over.
He has to go somewhere. He can't talk right now.
I just got to give him this quick bit of advice, okay? You got the 2 covers. They're held in place with 1 screw each, okay? So before you start the engine, loosen the covers, loosen the screws about 1/3 to 1/2 way. Don't take them all the way out, right? And scoot the covers out of the way, and you'll see the pistons pop up with the metering rods, right? Start the engine with those covers out of the way so you can watch the pistons, right? And make sure that they're rising, right? Actually, even before you've started, because I have seen them where they get stuck down. You've got corrosion in the bore, and they'll stick down. They won't, like the spring won't push them up. So before you even start it, loosen those screws, push the covers out of the way, and make sure that both of the pistons are up, right? Because if one of them is stuck down, it'll give you that lean problem.
Vintage Adventurer Drive says, Tony, tech question.
Yes.
I'm wiring up my 1974 Valiant for a big yellow XL coil.
Okay.
I'm thinking about using a 4-terminal ballast resistor to achieve the dual resistance
I've done that.
circuit. What are your thoughts?
I tell you what, I tried that once, and it didn't work right. All right, listen, I know you expect a higher level of explanation from me, and I can't give you one right now because I tried that spur of the moment eons ago, and I don't remember exactly what the circumstance was, but I did that. I put a jumper across the 2 posts on the one, on that 4-pin, and then ran, and in that case, it didn't work right. And this was one of those things where I was someplace, it was kind of in a pinch, and I needed a ballast resistor, so I did it that way, and it didn't work, and I never went back and figured out why. In theory, I can't think of any reason why it wouldn't work. So, try it.
Rocco says, Tony, you should tell Scotty Kilmer that people don't watch XJ content. Laugh out loud.
They don't watch what?
XJ content.
Scotty Kilmer just did a video on XJs.
Yeah, and a lot of people watched it.
Yes.
Yeah. Unlike when you do a video on XJ.
Right, nobody watched
Sorry,
it.
nobody watched it. You're not as entertaining as Scotty.
Well, maybe if I took an XJ and tried to jump it over the Snake River Canyon.
No. He doesn't do that, and people still watch his channel. New City Carpet sent you a super chat.
Thank you.
UT, how do I recommend gentle rear end improvements to my wife and her GTO without having to wind up sleeping in the garage? I don't know. How? What should you do?
On a GTO?
Yeah.
What gear is in it now?
I don't know. He didn't say.
I mean, how savvy is she? right? Because if she's not really technically savvy, just tell her the rear end's making a noise, I got to get in there. And then throw in whatever gears you want. She'll never know the difference.
She'll never notice, you
No,
think?
she's probably not.
She's probably watching right now.
I mean, if you're going from like 308s to like 557s, yeah, she's gonna pick up on it. But you said a gentle rear end change, so I'm thinking like, you know, you're gonna go to like 355s. It's all right.
These ASPCA commercials make me mad what people do to pets. Grr.
But don't
I
watch
don't
them.
want to think about it. Yeah, I don't want to think about it. That Billy Beer is disgusting. Made me sick. Boomer says.
You are a boomer if you remember how Billy Beer tasted.
Bob P says, hello, I got a 360 that mounts to a Ram Charger without a problem. The 318, I replaced it with, has a gap issue with the 360 engine mount brackets.
Yes.
I put washers to adapt the 318.
Yes.
Angle to trans, question marks?
Now, okay, so on the driver's side motor mount on all 340 and 360s, the one, okay, so you got a picture of the three lugs on the side of the block that the motor mount bolts to. So on 340s and 360s, that the one, so you got 3, 1, 2, and then 3. This 1, 3, guys, I have not slept. You gotta understand, I'm really tired. Okay, that one lug is about a quarter an inch, a little bit more than a quarter inch wider than on a 318. So you have to put some washers in there to space it up. But yes, you shouldn't have any problem at all with transmission angle. That won't make any difference at all.
JK, something weird with the algorithm these days. I'm getting random old videos from lesser known channels popping up. I don't know.
I don't know. I've seen some really old and very obscure videos that we did, 3, 4, 5 years ago, pop up in recommended, but I don't know why. It just happens.
Silver Eagle. Tony, what have you been doing this last week, all caps week? You being lazy?
Yes.
You being lazy? No, he tried to shoot that video like 2 days in a row, right? And it's a difficult video to shoot.
It's the most difficult video I ever tried to shoot.
So he's really having a hard time with it. So he has been trying to shoot things, but this one is like giving him fits.
In order to do it right, it has to be done in one take, and I can't get it through in one take. So that's the problem. I've shot it. I've shot it. Oh God, I don't know, 30 times? I'm gonna say like 30 times. And half the time I lose my place because it has to.
Can I read this message?
Has to be done just a certain way, and then I crack myself up very often. So I have to redo it again. So tomorrow morning I'm gonna go in there. Tomorrow morning and just motor right through it.
I have to get on my phone to read the super chat. I can't read it on the.
What?
I can't. It's all smushed. I can't read it on the iPad.
Oh, okay.
Hang on, I gotta.
All right. So
phone.
whoever sent that super
Give me
chat,
a second.
Kathy Bananas is
second.
going to alternative technology here.
Yeah, I gotta find it on my phone. Give
So.
me a minute. UTG review channel. Oh, Sunday Night Live. We're live. Okay. Show me the super chat. Show it to me. Where is it? Oh, come on now. Why are you doing this to me?
Who was it?
Hang on. It's all smushed, like I can't read the words. It's half covered. It's from Marco Thus Waldner. Just give me 1 second, Marco. I'm looking for it. I'm scrolling up. Why isn't it showing me super chats? Oh, here it is. Wait. Oh, it just scrolled back. It doesn't say anything on my phone. Go on the computer. Go on the computer. All it is a blank.
All right. Okay.
Hang on, Marco. All I see is GTO without having to wing up. See something. I don't know. I can't read it. It's all cut off.
Oh, there we go. Oh, look, a commercial. I'm getting
Yeah,
paid.
just skip yourself. Skip it.
I can't, someone else skip it. All right.
Turn up the sound.
Let's see, Mark.
Marco?
It's not showing. Oh, there it is.
What does it say?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing. It just says.
What does it say?
What the fuck is going on here?
I see where he says GTO without having to wind up. That's all I see.
Yeah, it just says Marco Thrust Waldner.
Yeah.
And then it just says there's 3 thumbs up, Tiff. I give it a
Right.
thumbs up. And reply,
All right, Marco.
Marco, try
Just
it
write
again,
it out
brother. Man. Don't
regular.
send another super
Not
chat.
as a super chat. Okay, shut that. Yeah.
Oh, okay, there we go.
All right.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. That was fun.
I'm so tired.
All right, we're going to waiting for Marco.
All right.
You sent them into a spiral, Marco. Okay, New City Carpet sent a super chat with this message.
Yeah.
T. Oh, he did it already. He did that already, Mexican Spec.
I did one already. Oh.
How do I recommend gentle rear end improvements to my wife and her GTO?
I told you,
He
just
did that.
yeah, you know, like just if she's not really savvy, just tell her, hey, I gotta check out something in the rear end, and then just slip the gears in. She'll never know.
Marco says no good deed goes unpunished. All right, Marco, what was your question? I don't know why.
I did give it a try. I
It was
swear I
glitching.
tried.
It's a super sticker, yeah, but there were words there. Tony, you look tired.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
It was just $5 and no message. Did look like there was a message there. I told you, I read part of it. Dead Uncle Jamie is here. Oh yeah?
Hello, Uncle
Dead
Ted.
Uncle Jamie. There are no words there? Okay, I saw words. So. It's okay. Oh, you're shorter now.
Yes.
Where's the pup?
She's right here.
Okay.
She's sleeping.
Alright. Well, good. That's good. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Jamie.
Yes, happy Sunday, Jamie. I'm freaking exhausted. I can't keep my eyes open, really.
Alright, so you don't have to go too long.
Well, keep going. Keep going.
You took a nap.
The dogs barked the whole time. There was no nap.
Actually, not great. What? You have COVID. I'm sorry. Did I just said the bad word? Now YouTube is gonna
Who has the Rona?
demonetize us.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. They're still sensitive about that. Who has the Rona?
Barry Kuda.
I had it 3 times, man. It's the first time really sucked. The second time
it's
sucked
gonna
even
be.
worse. Oh yeah, it's bad.
Okay, I think we should really probably get off of the live because we're not making sense. Let's see. We haven't got much sleep, so. How is Maggie with the new pup?
Maggie's very good with the new
She's
pup,
okay.
but Winnie is hyper protective. Oh please, it's like a territorial battle over who's going to be the pup's mom. It's a little crazy.
Yeah, it's a little stressful.
Yes.
Yesterday was really stressful. Today was a little.
So yeah, if we seem like we're out of sorts, it's because we haven't had literally a minute's rest since 9 o'clock yesterday morning. When
Plus lots of stress.
Yes, plus lots of stress. And dog politics.
Yeah.
You think people politics are weird, right? Dog politics, it goes to a whole different level. So we've been dealing with all of that. So that's why we appear to be slightly less coherent than we usually are.
Slightly.
Slightly.
Josh Homan says if you want to improve the cars you're in, just put a different gear in it.
Yeah, that's kind of the
That's
kind of the
okay.
gist of it. Yeah.
He says the wife is something different. Green Bean sent you a super chat.
Thank you, Grimmy.
Have you ever fabricated homemade safety systems like creating your own fire suppression system? Any
Of course.
successful creations?
Yeah. Well, I built a couple of fuel cars, three for myself. One that never got ran, and two that got run a couple of times each. And I did the fire system on all of those cars. Yeah, I fabricated several fire systems over the years.
Okay.
Halon.
Oh, it says if she's call sign when he's sick, she's squadron leader.
Squadron leader, yeah.
She is. Good evening, Truck 575. He says good evening, Tony.
Good evening.
Okay, R. Dylan. Could you go over problems with a big cam motor and vacuum issues would a small ration rocker help brakes?
Small ratio rocker.
Ratio rocker help brakes and advance are affected.
Reducing rocker ratio is if it is going to have an effect, it's going to be negligible. Actually, I don't think it's going to have much of an effect at all. I mean, I've done videos on low vacuum situations. Are you concerned about? I can't even think. Are you concerned with running power brakes? Is that what the deal is? You know, you have to be specific. What's the concern about the low vacuum situation? I could probably walk you through it.
Let's see. This is the chat still on my phone. Why? Let me shut that off.
Oh, we just lost a viewer.
It was me. It's not a viewer. The Mopar, they're talking to each other. You rock, Tony, says Max Garage.
Thank you.
Raymond says, I used to work on transit fire suppression systems on handy transit buses.
They were very specific the way the fire extinguisher, the fire system had to be distributed. I don't remember exactly. It was a 20-pound system. It was divided so that only 5 pounds goes to the driver's compartment. So there were 2 nozzles. You had to have 2 nozzles in front of the engine, facing back, and they had to be at the level of the headers. You had to have a nozzle at the front, and then a nozzle at the driver. I don't remember if it was 1 or 2, 1 large nozzle or 2 smaller nozzles. But anyway, yeah, it was a plumbing fiasco to get those done.
Mexican Spec says, how is Ducky doing?
Ducky? Oh, I haven't talked to him. I completely forgot. I thought it was another dog.
Oh. You need some sleep, Tony.
Yes. I got a message from Ducky about 3 or 4 days ago. He sent me a meme or something like that. Okay. He's okay. He's just not back in action yet.
Green Bean says, go to sleep, Tony.
I've been asleep for the last half hour.
I'm so tired.
This is how I sleep.
It's the puppy's fault. She just screams all night.
Oh, God.
Screams.
She doesn't want to be left alone. She doesn't want to be in a pen. She wants to be with...
I ordered her that puppy with the heartbeat.
That's not going to work.
Yeah, people say it works.
All right, we'll see what happens.
Paula got it, and she says it works.
I bet you $20 it doesn't make any difference.
You're going to bet me $20?
Yep.
Okay. I have 20 to spend. No problems, right? I bet you it works. Gene Stevenson, we're hypnotizing UTG. Sleep in ships. Yeah, that's what we did.
That's what we've been doing.
But she was still screaming anyway. It got to the point where we were just so exhausted. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I just went away. Did you eat Mexican food today, Thunderbird 16?
No, we had chicken cutlets.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Kathy Bananas made her patented chicken cutlets.
I cooked.
Yes.
Yeah. And we ate a vegetable.
We couldn't leave the house. There was just no way to leave the freaking house. You don't know. You don't know.
What vegetable did I make?
You made Brussels
I
sprouts.
did. I made Brussels sprouts.
They sucked.
What do you mean they sucked?
It wasn't as good as usual.
Well, because I was tired and I used
right.
garlic powder instead of real garlic. He's laughing. Bill Mize sent $10.
Thank you.
I'm restoring a 71 Plymouth Scamp. I'm installing a 1956 354 Hemi.
Nice.
Just got everything back from the machine shop. Do you have any pointers? This is my first early Hemi build. Thanks for any pointers.
You're going to need a spacer, right? Or an adapter. I'm sure you know this already. You probably figured this one out. You're going to need a spacer to go from that transmission. Now, the bolt pattern is the same, but the crank flange sticks out. So you're going to need, all right, so a couple of things. You're going to need a 426 Hemi flex plate. Okay, so the 426 Hemi flex plate is 8 bolts, all right? And what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to tap the holes in the flange of the Hemi so that you can bolt the flex plate to it, because those holes, if you look at the holes on the Hemi, there's no threads on them. So use a 426 Hemi flex plate and you tap those holes, right? Then you're going to need a spacer. You get through hotheads. There's a couple different places. You're going to need that spacer, right, to make up for the extra distance on the flange. The motor mounts bolt right up, right? No issues. They're in the same place as like a small block. So you'll be able to just take a set of 318 motor mounts, bolt them to the Hemi, and bolt it in place. Header clearance is awesome, because of the way the headers come down, on a Hemi, as opposed to like a wedge motor where they come out. On a Hemi, they come down like this. So you get a bonus on ease of header, routing and fabrication around it. Other than that, I don't recall, but I tell you what, if you do some searching online, there's a guy, I can't remember his name, but he did a 354 Hemi into a Dart. And he covered every single aspect of it, like every nut and bolt that he used. This is probably about 20 years since I've seen this, but I do remember seeing it. I know it's there. Maybe you need to use the Wayback Machine. It's probably not going to be in like, you go search in current Google, you're probably not going to find it. But maybe you need the Wayback Machine for it, and you'll find a whole breakdown on every single nut and bolt that this guy used.
72Z28 says, hey, that's a different room.
Yeah, no, same room.
It's the
Same room. It's just now we're sitting
different location
yes.
in the room. See, like here's I can't turn this. There's a computer, and usually I shoot this way.
All right. So now look. Wait.
There's the ribbons.
Yeah.
What?
So come back towards me. Come back towards me.
Yeah.
All right. So stop.
Yeah.
So now look. There's me pointing at you. Look.
And you're on the computer pointing.
Pointing at the computer. I'm pointing at myself on the
pointing
computer.
At yourself.
But you can't see. Yeah. So there you go. That's crazy. All right.
Okay. Feathered dinosaur. 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 Okay, the UR, in my defense, was under feathered dinosaur. It's feathered dinosaur.
Chicken.
I haven't slept. I'm sorry. Sent you a super chat.
Thank you.
Hangletonian, do you know much about the 318 poly semi-Hemi engines? They seem to be lost to the annals of Mopar history.
Yes, I did a whole video. If you if you go back and search, I think it was called The Engine That Chrysler Should Have Developed. And we did this 5 years ago. It's such a long time ago. But it was about the poly head. Basically it was a poly head primer. Oh God, yeah, I've done a few poly head videos over the course of the channel's life, but nothing really in depth. Nothing really in depth. I haven't really dug into one of these engines to say, oh, here, You got to do this, you got to do that. But what I can tell you is the cork spring, or the cork spring. My God, cork spring. What the fuck is a cork spring?
I just said a dinosaur instead of a dinosaur.
Look, we're burned out, guys. All right. The cork in the system there is the exhaust port, and the problem with that is the water jacket that surrounds the exhaust port. So it's got a small exhaust port, and you can't really make it any bigger or work with it effectively because it's a thin casting and it's surrounded by a water jacket. So that's the bottleneck. That's the word I was looking for. The bottleneck. And if you look at the exhaust that those engines were designed to use, they were like ridiculously restrictive log manifolds that just sucked up to the side of the heads. But that's not the end of the world. They'll make power. There's a guy out there, I can't think of his name now, but they make way over 500 horsepower with these things, normally aspirated. But that is the issue. That's like the bottleneck on those heads, the exhaust port.
Rocco says, Tony, can you be this amusing for New Year's?
No.
Okay, it's not tobacco, says Ron Armstrong. Danny Boyd says, I love lasagna.
Good.
Good.
Go you.
All right, Green Bean sent you super chat.
Stop sending super chats, Green Bean, and thank you. I appreciate it. You know.
Green Bean says, go to sleep, you two. Caffeine and nicotine can't save you here. Probably not.
More nicotine.
Hello, Mike. What?
More nicotine.
Oh my goodness. Last live in 2024. Woo-wee!
That's right. Yeah, the next live will be 2025. That's right.
Oh yeah, nice.
Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Who? No,
You.
I don't do that.
No, I don't do it either.
I don't do that.
I should.
No,
I
why
should.
should you? You can't follow. Nobody can follow through on a New Year's resolution. Then you just end up feeling like crap. Don't make New Year's resolutions. Just keep doing your thing.
Fair enough. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, just don't do it. It's like a.
So it's a self-sabotage thing,
Yeah,
right?
self-sabotage. Like, oh, I failed again.
Right, and disappointment to the
Right,
other stresses
exactly.
of life.
Yeah, just don't make the resolution. Just keep going about your business.
Wise words from Kathy Bananas.
Yeah. Thunderbird 1968. Tony, how would a guy determine whether or not to use header/manifold gaskets?
Header gaskets always, right? Manifold gaskets, I can't think of it as a single case where on an exhaust manifold on an iron head. On an aluminum head, yes, I would use a steel shim gasket like the factory did. On an iron head, I can't think of a single example where it's necessary to use an exhaust manifold gasket. But on a header, always, because a header doesn't have the same solid nature that an exhaust manifold does.
What?
I don't know. He probably knows.
Oh. Alright. Dave Austin, should I use anti-seize on header bolts or aluminum heads? What product?
Yeah, anti-seize on aluminum. I wouldn't use it on an iron. What product? Anti-seize.
You don't have brands?
I don't know. I have a bottle of anti-seize I've had since like the 80s. You know, I use it very, very sparingly, you know, where necessary. So I haven't bought it in generations.
Okay. Mike Gens, is my New Year's resolution listen to more financial advice? Oh, God.
Yes.
Don't do that.
You should definitely
Really
listen to
don't
more
do
financial advice. But be careful whose advice you're listening to.
Yeah, be careful with that. We got a super chat from Vintage Adventure Drives.
Thank you, Vintage Adventure Drives.
Thanks for the info. I'm off to shower.
Excellent.
Good luck with that. Oh my goodness. Olive wants to know, anyone know why they were always freaking out about Mothman? He seemed pretty damn harmless anyway. Was he? I don't think so. I think people died every time they saw
Right.
Mothman.
It's not that Mothman
Harmless.
was the problem. It was that Mothman predicted disasters.
Yeah, but disasters.
Right.
He's not harmless.
So if you see Mothman, yeah, don't be afraid of Mothman. Like wave hi to him, but run because something's
Right.
going to happen.
Go far away.
If you, I don't know if I necessarily put a lot of credence into that. Now, Dogman, on the other hand, that's evidently a problem.
Mexican Spec says Tony would be very entertaining on Conspiracies tonight. Why? Because he's tired and he's saying silly things?
I'm really, really tired.
Elijah wants to know what your favorite engine is.
I gotta flip a coin between the 3D3 and the 340. I lean towards the 3D3.
I thought you liked the 400.
The 400 is a better motor, but that's not. He asked me what my favorite was.
Yeah.
Right. So my favorite, I think, is the 3D3. But the 400, this is a big bore 3D3.
Chris Greenaway wants to know, do you want a 72 Montego GT, Tony?
No.
He's gonna ask you that every time now.
Yeah, the answer would probably always be no. But I love that you have one and that you're into it. But I don't want it.
Michael wants to know, did we get Tony's take on the drone situation? He's laughing.
Oh man, that's one thing I do not have
No opinion.
No, I don't really have an opinion on that. I tell you that Cliff High nailed it. Okay. The guy Dick Algier, the remote viewer, he nailed it. Okay. So yes, that's important. That's an important part of it. Now, whether it's Project Bluebeam and all of that, fake alien invasion, I don't know. Combination of these orbs and it's a weird situation.
Tony has no answers.
That's what I'm saying. I have no general opinion. I have no real opinion on it, other than it was accurately forecast by a couple of different people.
Okay. We got a super chat from War Ghost.
Who?
War Ghost.
War Ghost. Yes, thank you.
Hey Tony, I pulled the steering wheel off my 68 Newport to replace the turn signal switch. Put the wheel back on, and now it seems like the collar and wheel aren't as far on the column as it should be.
You knocked the little C-clip off of there. Can you physically take the steering wheel and move it back and forth? Because there's that bearing that's in the collar at the top of the column. There's that bearing, and it's held in place with a snap ring, and you might have dislocated the snap ring. So if you can move the steering wheel back and forth, let's say a quarter of an inch or so, because you can't move it too far, it's still in the coupler in the steering box. But if the steering wheel didn't go back to where it's supposed to, you got it as tight as it's supposed to be, but it didn't go all the way back, you probably knocked that C-clip or bent the C-clip, or didn't put it back correctly. So take it all back apart again.
Scoop says they want cookies.
Cookies? She's eating potato chips. Because she keeps buying potato chips. You're fat, she tells me. You're fat. You need bigger clothes because you're fat. And then she brings potato chips, and these potato chips all over the place. And cookies.
He
And she brings
exaggerates
cookies.
a lot. Alpha 13 Dylan sent you a super chat.
Thank you, Alpha.
Can you recommend a 5.9 Magnum cam? I looked at the 0.480 lift 212/218 one from Comcams, but the 114 LSA is a little wide. This is going in a manual 4-speed daily driver type of car.
Oh, okay. That's a true RV cam now. That's not a performance cam. That's an RV cam. Can I recommend a specific grind? I cannot. The street Hemi grind, all right, which don't let that throw you. You know what I mean? Because they could put that grind on any cam. It's that was like the standard mild performance upgrade. Okay, so back when Direct Connection had their Purple Shaft series, okay, the Street Hemi grind was a very popular mild performance upgrade over stock. And that's 284, 471, and that was on a 110. I think it was on a 110. I don't remember. God, it's so long. Look for that Street Hemi grind. If it's a driver, right, a regular driver, but you're looking for a little bit of spice, that'll give it to you.
Ron Armstrong says, just for a minute, I thought he was calling Kathy fat.
Oh no,
That would have been ugly.
No, she's always telling me.
No, I wasn't telling
you're
you
a fat, disgusting
I do
thing.
not say
Oh
that
please,
to him.
yes you do. You hurt my
I
feelings
do
all
not.
the time. And then she brings home chips and
right.
and cookies and all of these things. She's here, eat.
Tony. All right, you got a super chat from Colin L.
Yes, Colin, thank you. Colin.
Oh, she's up.
Oh, she's up. Oh, there she is.
Sanderson's headers say, I'm sorry, I'm going to start again. Sanderson headers, they say RTV only. Heard their leak. Any thought on a gasket to use? Know anybody who experimented using gasket?
Okay, so I am unfamiliar with Sanderson headers. I don't know why they say RTV only. I have no idea. And if you are going to use RTV, it's got to be the orange stuff for that, which I really don't like. I can't answer that for you. I can tell you that I have, anytime I consider using headers on anything, it automatically gets a gasket, a proper header gasket. And I never use any gasket on exhaust manifolds. Now, if Sanderson has a flange design of some configuration that's different than typical, then yeah, I guess go with what the manufacturer says.
Hello, Efog.
Hey, you fine.
Let's see. They're talking to each other.
Maggie has been trying to get in that door now for how long are we on?
I don't know. A while. Alexa says, I am terrified of installing hydraulic cams anymore. How do you feel about using them and taking that chance given all the problems they now present?
I've done several videos on hedging your bets, okay? By checking taper on each lobe, by checking the crown on the lifters. I did whole videos on lifter bores, how to check the lifter bore to make sure that there's no restrictions, that the lifter just drops freely, and it's one of those things where you have to cover all of your bases. And if you check everything, you go through every step and you do a proper break-in, your only wild card at that point is the metallurgy. I can't give you any recommendations as to how to have that checked. Generally speaking, the average person doesn't have that kind of material, that kind of equipment at their disposal. If you can find old lifters, like when we did that 426 Hemi a few years ago, Andy, the guy who owned the engine, went on eBay and he found like 30-year-old lifters. So we used those, and there was no problem. That thing, no issues at all. So I would say, go back, search Camshaft on this channel, and you're going to see a ton of videos on exactly this topic.
Is that
oils to use, proper break-in procedure, everything. Okay, we covered every bit of it. And what are you doing?
Talking to this puppy.
Oh, she's talking to a puppy. But we're live and people hear you in the background.
Sorry.
And they don't know what you're doing. People who came in late have no idea.
Okay, we got a puppy. She's 6 weeks old. She's on my lap. Her name is Molly.
Yes. But yeah, if you can find old lifters, new old lifters, that's really the thing that'll seal the deal. Next.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Let's see the puppy.
Yes.
Okay, here.
Bring her over here.
All right. Here, go to Daddy. Go to Daddy. She was comfortable.
Well, she loves Daddy.
I was.
I am Daddy. I am Daddy. And this is Molly Jane.
Okay.
And that's her sister Winnie you hear barking in the background.
Yep. All right. Let's see.
You want to
looking
get
for
that?
something to read.
You want to get that?
We're talking to each other. Mary Jane, no, Molly.
Molly Jane. Molly Jane.
Molly Jane.
Here's the puppy.
Aw.
Here's the puppy
She's
in
tired.
3D.
She's cool.
Okay.
Thanks, Eva.
3D. Okay.
Oh. They hear us talking to her and they come in.
Yeah, they heard her name and now they're going nuts.
She has socks, yeah. She does have socks. No, you can't go by the door. You can't by, no, come over here. Stay over here. Okay. Stay over here. Cute puppy with scruffy owner. Cool. You don't have to be too scruffy, Tony. You can clean up nice. Mopar Man, little golden books, the pokey little puppy. Aw, are you pokey? She's on my lap again. I'm talking to the puppy, everybody. How does it feel having a new child?
Honestly, look, I've had kids and I've had dogs, and there's no difference. There's no difference.
Yeah. Let's see. She can hear the baby talk too. Yeah. New fur baby, yes. Oh, I hear you whining. Okay. Moo to everybody, Uncle Moose. Thank you, Uncle Moose. What prompted the puppy procurement?
We talked about this already, but just to recap, what you hear back barking in the other room is Winnie, who's a year and a half old border collie.
Just now.
Yeah, she just turned a year and a half. And Winnie needs a companion. Winnie needs somebody who matches her energy
and is close to her age.
And it's close to her age because it's undescribable. Like the energy contained within a border collie should be harnessed. We could change the world, right? But she needed a companion. She needed somebody, her peer that she could do zoomies with and all this other stuff because we have to work. We have to do things. And a border collie, oh my God, you guys, if you've never had one, I cannot explain this to you. It's like,
picture.
It's different than like lab energy, okay? Because we've had labs too, right?
They have a lot of energy though.
Labs have a lot of energy, but it's different. Like labs have like a chaotic kind of energy that it's just like you could just kind of blow them off a little bit. But border collies are different. Border collies like stick to you, right?
Yeah, with me all the time.
Yeah, constant.
And
So
working, she's with me.
right. So she needs a companion that she could do zoomies with, and she could wrestle with, and chase, and stalk, and do all of the stuff that border collies do. So that's why we got Molly. And Molly is genetically her sister. So they have the same father.
They're half sisters.
They have sisters.
Okay, so here's a picture of me. I'm going to show them this of me working, trying to work. Okay, here I am. I'm sitting at the computer. Can you see it? And this is her giving me the face, being like, come on, let's go do something. It's killing me. But she does it every time I sit down to work. So
Yeah.
hopefully if she has a buddy, they can run the fence and chase birds. And, the face, I know. The face. She looks like she should be on like one of those ASPCA commercials. Hello, Charlie.
Hey, Charlie. But yeah, if you guys, I'm telling you, unless you've owned, I've known border collies. I had friends with border collies. I used to race with a guy named Neil Bisaglia, natural Neil Bisaglia. And he had a border collie. This was my first border collie experience. And when I would stay at Neil's place up in Wisconsin, he had his cool little house right on the lake, right? And he would tell the dog, go get me a beer. And the dog would go in the kitchen, open the fridge, get a beer, shut the fridge door, and then bring the beer to Neil, right? And I was like, that's amazing. And he says, well, that's border collie, right? And then I had a couple of other border collie experiences. And then I says, we were talking about getting another dog. And I says, let's get a border collie. Kathy was like, yeah, let's do this.
Well, I wanted a dog I could train.
Yeah, well, you can, yeah. They're the smartest things. They're ridiculous. They're too smart. Yeah, the level of alertness is an 11 all the time. It's like even when they're sleeping, the level of alert is 11. So
They're very sensitive to sounds and movement.
they're sensitive to everything, everything. So like I said, Winnie needs a companion that she can have border collie life with.
Let's see, Tony, maybe you can teach her to roll you a song.
You could.
I think she would.
They're amazing animals. They really are. My first border collie experience.
Colin says I got a border collie / blue heeler. Laugh out loud.
So you know.
Barry Cuda says my border collie insisted on sleeping right beside me on the floor every night of his life.
Yeah, they attach to you, please.
My mom had a border collie, very smart dog. Guess that dogs used to herd my mother's cats. It was funny. Yeah, JG Mopar.
Yeah. I'm thinking that if you have two border collies, they can literally spend the whole day just stalking each other, just hurting each other.
That. We don't want that to happen.
It's gonna happen.
No, we don't want them to stare each other down. Let's see. Alice says I get along great with border collie mixes. Anyway, don't know if I could keep up with full-on ones on the daily. It's hard.
It's hard. It's hard.
It's
it really
a lot.
Is. It really is.
She keeps me running, and I teach her tricks because you have to keep them mentally stimulated.
Yeah.
Like if I don't have stuff for her mind to do, I can see when she starts to get bored, and it's not good, you know. So like I'll have to take her out. Like right now, her classes are on break, so I took her to the club last week just to like do some stuff with her, and she was like thrilled.
Yeah.
So because she was getting super bored.
They're so friggin' smart. They're so smart.
And they chase like at first when I got her, she was chasing shadows.
Yeah.
So they can get like really neurotic. So you don't want them to get bored like that because that's what they'll start doing, stuff like that.
They're a handful, but honestly, I wouldn't trade her for anything in the world. They're just absolutely amazing dogs.
Except for beagles.
Beagles
Scratch
are
at the door.
beagles are another thing entirely.
Let's see. Interdimensional lizard. My grandmother's dog could spell. She'd say, "Go and get your LEASH." Yeah,
yes.
We started being careful because she was starting to spell the words that we were saying.
So Winnie is an. See, if I say it, she'll go nuts because she can hear me from the other room. And I have to spell it FRI. And I have to be careful because she knows how to spell it. Now I can't even spell it around her, and she knows it. But you know the thing that you toss, okay, like that, all right. So she's a fiend for the thing that you toss, right? So I have 26 of them in the yard, and I'll go to one end of the yard.
26, is that the number?
I have 20 right now. Currently in the roster, there's 26, and I have to add some. So I'll go to one end of the yard, and I'll throw all of them that way, and she chases them and catches them, does all of that. And then I go to that side of the yard, and I pick them all up, and I throw them to that side of the yard, and then she'll chase. So it takes 75 throws of this thing to wear her out, or to where she's like, okay, I'm satisfied for 10 minutes.
Right. Let me go get a drink.
Right. It's insane. She will literally do this, FRISP. She will literally do this until she keels over.
Yeah, it's bad. The hose, she's like that too.
The hose is like that too. You had a video of that, didn't you?
Jumping through the hose, non-stop. She just goes back and forth in a circle.
Kathy being here with the garden hose, right?
Every time I water, that's what she does. She's like, "Oh, you're getting the hose."
She runs in a circle and bites the water.
Yeah.
And she'll do it. If you stand there for an hour with the hose, she'll run around in a circle for an hour and bite the water as it comes out of the hose.
Did you get a shop cat?
No.
Elmo says Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas. It's a little late, but yes.
Yes. Let's see. It takes them longer if you toss it into a tree. That's mean, Scoop. That's not nice.
Molly Jane.
What?
Never mind.
Elmo says dogs are awesome in general.
I have become a pretty good frisbee thrower, I gotta tell you. It's a skill I never thought I would master, but yeah,
Okay,
I got it.
says, did you and Tony realize that a border collie needs a companion from the onset, or did you decide as when he grew up? No, I knew beforehand.
I did.
I was very aware
I
of
did.
what we were getting into. I really at first I wanted to train a dog, like I wanted to do dog sports, and I looked at border collies and I was like, I don't know if I can handle that. Seriously, because like, it can be crazy. And then I looked at some other breeds, and then I was like, okay. And Tony was like, border collie. I was like, okay. And then we did it, and I was like, oh my gosh, what have I done?
Yeah, they're different. They're a different animal. Different animal. But I'm telling you, worth the work. They're insane, okay? But they're worth. There's no other way to describe it. There's no other.
They're not
dog
regular dogs.
They're not like regular dogs. They're ultimate. Like just picture all the qualities that you like in a dog, okay? And a border collie is all of those things like maxed out, right? Just awesome animals. So, in the morning, every morning, come down the stairs. She greets me halfway up the stairs, all excited. Morning, good morning, morning. And then she runs down the bottom of the stairs. I walk down. She jumps on the back of the couch, and we have to repeat that whole thing again. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Yeah, we do the morning coffee snuggles.
Right, and then I go to the other couch, and she runs around the other side of the couch, and we have to do it the third time. We have to do the whole morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Barry Cruz says my dog hates everyone that's not a family member. There's a lot of border collies that are like that kind of. They're very shy. Winnie's not like that. She loves everybody. She has to go up to everybody and be like, hey, I'm here, pet me.
Yeah.
So she's very, very outgoing in that way. She loves people. That Frisbee logo idea is fabulous. You have a Frisbee logo? What Frisbee logo idea? I missed it. Merch idea. UTG logo on a Frisbee for the dogs. Oh, okay.
Oh, I like that.
Do you like that?
I like that.
I could do that. It's easy. I could do that. It's not a problem.
Okay.
Let's see. Rottweiler is your favorite dog, is it? Nitrous and bias bias?
Every dog has their qualities. Every dog has their qualities. I love all of them. I mean, I'm really a dog person, but like I said, it's just the border collie. I've never seen anything like it. Never. And you're not prepared for it until you live with one. No. You're not prepared for it. You just can't imagine.
Michael Gould, says thank you guys. Got my internal combustion T-shirt Christmas morning. Yay!
Excellent. Yeah.
We made it there. The UTG printing / shipping / business manager was on her game. Shirt looks great. Happy New Year. Thank you.
Kathy Banana's always on it.
Thank you.
I'm
glad that you
Happy New Year.
Time. I sent some stuff out and it didn't get there until like after.
Yeah.
It should have gotten there. It had plenty of time to get there before. So I'm glad that you got yours when you spoke.
Why are you hogging the puppy?
I'm not. I'm snuggling with her. She's asleep in my lap.
Oh.
Hiding the puppy.
She's bogarting the puppy.
Ron Armstrong says my miniature Chihuahua Grand's dog lives to maul me. Does it? Chihuahuas are nasty. They can be nasty sometimes. They're mean. Right? You ever meet Chihuahuas?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They growl at you and snarl. You can't be serious. UT, which paint do you use to coat the inside of an engine block?
I use Rust-Oleum. Okay, there's an electrical paint. For the life of me, right this very second, I can't think of the name of it. Oh, God. Which I have used way in the past. And it's called Gliptol. But I've used for the last, 30 years, I've used Rust-Oleum Rusty Metal Primer. And you got to really go nuts prepping the block. I mean, it has to be clean, okay, really clean. But I'll use 2 coats of Rust-Oleum Rusty Metal Primer, and it holds.
Mike Fleisner says my golden retriever was like a Tasmanian devil. They can be, yeah. Rocco says I would definitely buy a stuffed carburetor dog toy. You could do that.
A carburetor plushie.
Yeah, a carburetor plushie. You can throw them. It's awesome. What?
So, how brilliant is that?
It's very brilliant.
The official UTG stunt carburetor plushie.
Yeah, we can make that. That's easy.
How would that be easy?
Don't worry. I have the plan.
You have the plan? That's all that counts, yes.
Simple.
I'm the stunt monkey in front of the camera.
Yeah.
She does all the important stuff.
I might have to hire some people though. So we might need some help. I don't know.
We're gonna need help just with the dogs.
Let's see. Mexican Spec says, but he asked about painting the inside of the block. Why paint the inside when that is where the oil is?
You paint the inside of the block for a couple of reasons.
Rocco, I'm sure Timu has them. God, sorry.
Okay. In extreme applications, like where there's very high RPM engines, there's always sand and loose bits in the casting that will work themselves out at, let's say, extreme RPM, like 8,000 RPM. Any loose bits of the casting will work their way loose and find their way into the pan. So by painting them, you're sealing them in there. And then there's oil drain back. And this really has to do with any RPM. The oil will drain back quicker to the pan over a smooth surface than it will over a rough surface. And then there's cleanup. So if you got an engine that you take apart on a regular basis, let's say a race engine that you tear down every weekend afterwards to go through it, make sure everything's together, is really easy cleanup. You know, if there's a problem where you got metal or whatever in the engine, it's very easy to spot and it's very easy to clean up. You don't have to worry about, like, you know, oh, you took out a rod bearing, let's say, or we ate a cam, whatever it happens to be, and it's scattered metal around. When the inside of the block is painted, you can spot it immediately and you can clean it up very easily. Where if it's a naked casting, you can't get all of it effectively because it'll work itself into the pores of the metal. So there are several reasons why you paint the inside of an engine.
T. Richard says, how about a 20-foot giant Uncle Tony made out of fiberglass, smoking a ciggy and holding a wrench on top of the shop? That would blow your cover.
That would blow my cover. Yeah, I work in secrecy. I hide. You know, I hide. I make no bones about it. I hide.
Alan wants to know, ever work on a Dodge COE truck?
No. Not that I recall. I mean, I've occasionally, over the course of my life, laid my hands into different COE things, but no, never specifically a Dodge.
She's out like a light. She's gonna have me up all night.
Wake her up.
I can't wake her up.
Molly!
Oh, hi.
Molly!
Oh, what are you, tired? Oh, she's tired. She's a sleepy baby. Oh, I wonder why.
You have to stay awake so we can sleep. You need to wake up, baby. Yes. Yes. You gotta wake up. She's 6 weeks old. She's already potty trained. 6 weeks old.
Oh, except for that almost accident.
Well, what do you want?
Yeah. Let sleeping dogs lie. No, she kept me up last night.
Yeah, she has to stay awake now so that we can sleep. We can do at least like 4 hours of sleep.
D-Truth, Tony, is a 340 more durable than a 318?
Not really. They share, well, depending on the years, okay? They share the same crankshaft. They share the same connecting rods. The earlier, honestly, the truth is, the earlier full floating rods that they used on 273s and 318s are just as strong as the 340 rods, and they're lighter. They're much lighter. No, I mean, I can't really see any true durability differences between the two motors.
She can use a toilet. No, she goes outside. She goes outside. So much smarter than a human child, Lady Cooper.
No, why?
They're pretty smart. It took me forever to potty train our own kids.
All right. She wants to get down. Yeah, you want to? Yeah, go walk around.
She should go outside.
She just wants to walk around right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, We should probably wrap it up.
We probably should.
Yeah.
Go a few more minutes.
They're banging on the door.
Yeah, well, the other girls are on the other side of the door over there trying to get in.
Oh, nice. Tim Webb, if you want the pets to sleep, they should be watching this boring stream.
Yes, I
Thank you,
agree.
Tim. I never would have thought of that. I'll have to put it on for the dog.
Definitely.
Let's see. Did you like the Schumacher engine mounts?
I don't recall ever using them. I don't recall ever using them.
Uncle Kathy, any New Year's merch specials? Oh, Crazy 77.
Oh, wait, yeah. Wednesday I'll have a merch special for you guys.
Oh, you're kidding me?
Yes.
All right. Happy holidays, Matthew. Happy holidays.
Yes, happy holidays.
Dang, that's harsh. It was harsh, wasn't it? Okay, free wash service with every shirt purchase. I don't think so. All right, Tony. I don't think I can go any further.
You done?
I really am. Yeah.
All right.
Really done. I'm just really tired.
All right.
Sleeping aids for dogs. No, I got her the puppy with the heartbeat.
Which I don't think is going to make any difference.
It's gonna make a difference. Everybody says it makes a difference. So.
But when she wants out of the pen, she doesn't care. She's not going to hear a heartbeat.
Oh,
She's
yes,
too busy
she is.
screaming.
Well, she'll be exhausted because we're gonna keep her up until we go to bed.
Yes.
All right. Night.
You guys should see this.
It's cute.
Yeah,
Right.
I know. I
Let's go. We're boring everybody. This is a boring stream for everyone.
Well, we never
Tim
promised
says.
excitement. I never promised anything exciting. I just come out here, and if you guys you jump in, great. You know.
All right, you ready? Thanks,
Yes.
everybody.
Let's do this. So our mods, right? Mexican Spec. I didn't see Fubar was here. Yes, Fubar was here, right?
Zero was here.
Yes,
Zero,
thank you.
I don't think zero.
I don't think Zero made it tonight. But guys, thank you so much, as always. Everybody contributed Super Chat. Thank you so much. Always appreciated. Never expected, but always appreciated. And everybody who joined us with your presence and your conversation, thank you equally. I don't know what else to say. I'm really tired. Yeah, it's been a long time since I slept.
You're gonna make a video for everybody, right?
Yes. Tomorrow.
They're wondering like where your videos are.
Yeah, I know. It's been a few days. Tomorrow, I'm not going to promise you anything. I have to try to get through this thing, okay? But if I'm successful, tomorrow I will post the dumbest video we have ever done.
Great.
So, yes, something to look forward to.
Great.
What about you, Kathy Bananas? What do you want to talk about?
I won't talk about anything.
Goodwill towards man? I mean, nothing?
Yeah, everybody's good, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
No, I'm not.
From where I see it.
What?
All right, from where I see it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Please make this stop now.
All right. Good night,
Okay.
everybody.
Good night, everybody.
See you next year.